great Christmas trees. If you've been waiting for the day after Christmas for the big sale event to happen, don't wait. Here we are on December 6th. This was our most popular Christmas tree from last year. It is absolutely a beautiful recreation of what is called a noble spruce, and it's brought to us by the leaders in the industry, the folks at Bethlehem Lights. Comparable retail value on this tree, it's a 7.5 footer, would be $656. Our clearance sale price, an unheard of $229. Less than 50% of the sale price. We still have multicolor, not many. We still have clear, even less. And I want to introduce you to the gentleman who brings it to us. Chad Johnson is one of our lighting experts.
Dano, great to be here.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I didn't realize we even had any of these left in inventory.
This is it.
We need to make room for things that are coming in. I start my meetings with your people and our experts
Early.
for what we're going to be doing in trees next year. I start those meetings on Thursday.
That's right.
This is a noble spruce. That is one of the highest number of molded tips that I've ever seen on an artificial tree. That's a gorgeous looking tree.
Is that awesome?
And new technology on the lights. Because what was the downfall of lights before?
So this is incandescent lighting, but the problem with incandescent lighting is that what you see is what you get. You can't do anything with it. It's just on or it's off.
There were no special effects.
No
you couldn't
special
twinkle,
effects.
you couldn't cascade.
Actually, I take it back. They give you one little red bulb, and if you put it in there, then it would just blink, okay? So leave it to Bethlehem Lights to take our most beautiful profile tree, our noble spruce.
Right. Let me take this around here.
Okay.
And give you now a tethered remote control.
10-foot remote control.
That way you don't lose it. But now you have special effects in lighting done with incandescent lighting, and it was the very first time that had ever been made possible.
Never have we been able to do incandescent lighting with functionality. In fact, I'm going to show you, if you take a look at the tree here, by pushing the light function button on here, we can dim down the tree, ambiance, if you want to watch a movie.
Yep.
You don't want it to glare. If you want twinkle, if you want a slower twinkle, here's my favorite. This is glisten, okay? Look how beautiful it is. There's never a light that goes all the way out, and it's perfectly throughout the entire tree. Again, it's incandescent lighting.
It's real light.
Modern day technology. You can slow down that twinkle if you want to, or you can go back to full bright. We even build in a 4, a 6, or an 8-hour timer. And so if you want to just set this under the tree skirt, put it on twinkle or glisten, it will come on every night at the same time on the same function, and you're done.
The options that we've had with Christmas trees, and there's more options than ever before, but you had true incandescent lighting, which is what Bethlehem Lights has always done, or you had LEDs, light emitting diodes. But those light emitting diodes often made it look more like a spaceship than the Christmas tree that we remember. And nobody does a Christmas jewel tone like the folks at Bethlehem Lights. So now that you've got true lighting effects, something that made it, by the way, the singular most popular Christmas tree we did all year.
We've ever done here in QVC by Bethlehem Lights, because it's game-changing technology, because there's something so beautiful and warm about that fiery glow of incandescent lighting. But when you have the ability not to be able to do anything, people are like, you know what, I want modern day technology. We give you the best of both worlds.
I remember though, if you remember when we were kids, man, if you touch one of those lights on the Christmas tree, they were hot.
Yeah, cool to the touch.
These are all absolutely cool to the touch. And the biggest problem with an incandescent light was simple. If one of them popped out, which they used to have these 2 little devil tabs on the sides.
Yes.
And if a light popped out or came a little loose, you'd have a whole section of your tree that went dark. Bethlehem Lights understands that. They were the ones who created it to begin with. So you now have a new system.
It's called PermoSnap.
They can't come out.
You know why we did that? So down in these big famous theme parks down south and out west, people used to go around and take the little lights and they'd take them out, and half the section would no longer work, and then we'd have to replace trees. That's why they came up with the technology. But you have all this technology, Dan, but the best part about it, it's simple and easy to set up.
And the price is amazing.
Well, that's
the retail value on the tree, this is a $600 tree, $656. Our clearance sale price on it is less than half of the QVC price.
Wow.
And we're the only ones in America that can make this tree available right now. Our sale price on it is $229. In this 7.5 foot size, in the multi, I've got 2 dozen.
That's
I'm
it.
sorry, 3 dozen. 3 dozen left.
And by the way, that's
it.
forever.
Yes.
This collection, we
Can't
are
bring them
retiring.
back. I've got a few more in the white. Now, by the way, I know it's December 6th, but they come in pretty good sized boxes. And by the way, your shipping and handling, even that's been reduced as well.
I'm going to give you the hard
reduced
part.
to $30. So
I'm going to give you the hard part.
Ta-da.
The remote switch, okay? So you're going to get this at home. It's going to be delivered to your front door, okay? And all you're going to do is you're going to open up the package. You're going to take the 3 sections. Dan just turned it on. You're going to take each one after you get it out of the box,
Now,
drop it into place.
this is called Ready Shape technology. It's a memory wire, which, by the way, is a much more expensive quality and grade of steel.
Correct. And it's actually, after you set it up the first time, pull the branches down into place, it's going to remember how to set it up each and every time. Each section is labeled A, B, and C. You're going to line up the arrows. You're going to drop into place.
You twist
You're going to
it.
turn. And that's it. And you can see, like in the front, pull down the branches, and every light is working perfectly. It's going to remember next year. I've set this exact tree up probably 60 times this year.
Yep.
Okay? 60 times.
Twist it.
And it
There
looks
it is.
like a brand new tree every single time.
It's the quality of the tips. By the way, no tree in nature is all one shade of green. So you'll notice not all of the shading is one shade for your artificial tree. This is Bethlehem Lights quality. This is heirloom. It is the best quality that we have ever offered. And this was a singular best-selling tree of all time here on the air. We give you an opportunity to pick it up at a sale price, but when they are gone, they are gone. It's a very simple business opportunity for you. I need to make room in the warehouses now, before Christmas, for things that we have coming in the spring. My meetings start with Bethlehem Lights and with our Christmas experts on Thursday of this week to start discussing what we're going to do for next year. So here's your best chance. Why wait until after Christmas when you'll have this in time to set it up, whether it be your primary tree or maybe a secondary tree? When I was a little kid, we always set the tree up on Christmas Eve.
And you know how difficult that was? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because you would take the time to set it up. You want everything to be perfect. You'd start stringing the lights. One of the lights would go out, the rest wouldn't work. And then all of a sudden,
Dad's head would pop off.
you're
his
hearing
shoulders.
words
Yeah.
that you don't want
Yeah,
your children to hear. No longer. You're getting the best looking profile tree.
In the multi, I hate to cut you off.
Yeah,
sorry.
please do.
In this multi, there are 1 dozen left.
Wow.
And that is it.
That's it.
That's it. It's a standard 7.5 foot tree. If you have 8 foot ceilings, that gives you room for, the star or the angel on the top.
You measure it from the floor to the top.
Yep.
So that if you have an 8 foot ceiling, you can still put it on there. Remember, 585 lights, 3,000 branch tips. You mentioned
All
before.
installed by hand.
All installed by
This is
hand.
the tree. This is my primary Christmas tree. I did buy the 9-footer.
Yes.
Which we are sold
We're
out
gone.
of. That this is the tree that resides in my living room. And I'm very picky about this. I've known Chad and I've known the folks at Bethlehem Lights. Now we're going on, this is what, our 14th or 15th year together.
Yes.
They are leaders in the industry, and they are real lights, true incandescent Christmas lights that now for the very first time ever, you can now twinkle. You do this wonderful dimming of the lights that you just could never do with Christmas lights in the past.
And look what you don't see in between here.
Don't see wires.
You don't see wires.
They don't branch.
The
like
lights
we
come
used to
all the
do.
way out to the end. Different colors, green. 60% of this, 60% of the entire tree is mated with that high-end molded tip. That's what gives it that realistic look, but it also makes it crush resistant. So when you pull it out next year,
They're
it's
all
going to
lit.
look
Yep.
brand new year after year.
The multicolor did just sell out.
Wow.
We do have the
Yes.
white, and it is a true
Yep.
Christmas white. So it's the warm Christmas lights that we remember as children. There's, first of all, nothing like a Bethlehem Lights Christmas tree. Look how much thicker, fuller it is, and at a price that makes it right. You want to set one up again?
I was told I got 10 seconds.
You know what? Part of the thing is, it is so easy to set up a Bethlehem Lights Christmas tree. You get a steel stand that comes with it automatically.
Here, I'm going to give you the remote.
Thank
Dan.
you. I'll go ahead and turn
And
it on.
There's 3 eyebolts at the bottom. You just tighten
them down.
Okay? That's one. I'm going to take the second section right here, and I'm narrating, but I'm trying to get this done in 10 seconds.
Right.
Drop it into place.
And twist it.
Twist it. Take the final section right here. First time you get it at home, it's going to take you a little bit longer. Every time after that, it's going to be that easy.
I'll tell you what, one of the things that I liked is that locking features, because so many power in the pole type of trees that are out there.
You shake it, the
connections become loosened. It's a phenomenal tree.
Don't forget about the 5-year warranty.
Perfect. Thank you, my friend. Coming up, let me remind you, today's a lot about problem solution helping you out. The Panther Vision set of 12 ultra bright LED buttons.